All right, guys, I'd love to show you here what are keywords and what search terms they make you show up for. Now, this is very general. We went over earlier videos some of the little details that change on here. But if your keyword is banana slicer, guys, you will show up for searches from customers for banana slicer and banana slicers. Okay, the singular version and the plural version. That's it. Now, this is very convenient. Having exact matches because you're very targeted. You're like a samurai. You know exactly what you're going for. You cut it and you cut that exact thing. Okay. You want to use this for proven keywords. You want to use this if you're just, you're going to go after a certain keyword. But if you know what you're going after, exact match is the strongest you can do. Now, having the campaign separated, as I said right here, it gives you access to have campaign level settings. Okay, like top of search placement, with which we went over in the last video. And then also, if you group all these together, your best exact matches together, then they have a boost from Amazon from having all these keywords in one campaign. That's like, boom, that campaign is the bomb. Okay, so again, some examples: silicone spatula. You have silicone spatula and silicone spatulas. Potato masher, potato masher, potato mashers. Okay, spatula is, let's say, spatula and spatulas. That should have a new line right there. Okay, cool. So let's go to what phrase matches. Now realize, guys, you will not be able to see in Seller Central the performance between this versus this. It will show up in your search term report, which you download from Amazon, which we'll cover in the next video, how to download and look at that. And our software makes it way easy to look at all this data, but you will not be able to see that in Seller Central. It's super key because people write in all the time on our software that says, hey, the data that you're sending us about this, gold banana slicer doesn't match what I see in Seller Central. It seems like here I spent $40, but in Seller Central it says, my ACoS is pretty good. And I go, well, excuse me, sir, what I'd like you to let you know is that this search term gold banana slicer, you will never be able to see it in your dashboard in Seller Central. The reason we have it is because we download these reports through our connection with Amazon, and we process that information and show it to you. Okay, Amazon will not do that by themselves. They're going to show you the aggregate of this in Seller Central. So just know, if you're looking in Seller Central to look at it, Seller Central will only show you the keyword. You do not ever see the search terms in here. They do have a new kind of tab that'll show you some, but it gives you no data. It just tells you which ones are in there, which is not super helpful. They might update at one point. But for now, this is what you see in Seller Central. This is what's really happening. You're bidding on banana slicer and banana slicers, which was included. And for phrase match, you also add words in the front, like gold banana slicer, words in the end, banana slicer gift, banana slicer with warranty. So words in the front, words in the end. Okay, this keyword will give you eligibility to show for all of these searches and a ton more. Pink banana slicer, gold banana slicer, cheap banana slicer under $10, whatever. Tons of keywords that can show up there. Now, in reality, phrase match, the only reason you want to use phrase match or auto or broad, which we'll go over in another video, what exactly those are, but is to find new search terms, okay? Because in the end, right now, this bid is never going to be perfect for you, okay? What if over here you can be profitable gold banana slicer at like $1.50. Over here you're going to be profitable at 50 cents profitable. Bananas with warranty you can be profitable at 75 cents. So what bid do you put over here? It's an equation you never will be able to solve. So once you find the ones that are doing well, our software actually find those. You can press one button and moves it over and does a bunch of stuff for you to target that exactly. However, if you want to do it manually, if you say you got a good sale on here, you want to move that to an exact match. You also want to, I'm not going to actually go into that whole strategy, but our tool keyword extractor will do the whole thing for you. You could watch the videos on that. But bottom line is, this keyword will give you these searches. You're finding new searches. You will not be able to have an optimum bid on the phrase, but it gives you new searches or new keywords, right, to find. There is a flaw or a problem with doing it this way. Same with automatic campaigns. So automatic campaign, you just give your product. You have a banana slicer. It's going to make you show up for like organic bananas under 50 cents, Honduran bananas, Mexican bananas, or whatever else you're going to search for, people search for. you'll show up for all of that. Even if it's not anything to do with banana slicer, you might show up for knife. You might show up for kitchen knife. Like there's so many things you can show up for on an automatic campaign. So here it's the keyword, so to speak, on the automatic campaign is not a keyword. It's just automatic. And then the search terms are just tons. You literally have hundreds or thousands of search terms with an automatic campaign. Now, what we want to do is say, hey, don't make me show up for gold banana slicer. How do you do that? How do you tell Amazon, hey, keep finding new stuff for me, but I know gold banana slicer is crap for me. Now, what you're going to do is add negative match. Okay? So, if you have silicone spatula, that's your phrase, and you see that, silicone spatula by itself is not good for you, right? And you find that best silicone spatula, well, nobody was convinced you were the best because you were so cheap, and for whatever reason the data shows you, hey, this search term is not very good. And you'll see that on our tool in Samurai. It's called Quick Negative Match, and it pulls all the ones that are really bad, the search terms, pulls you up, and you can do the negative match in one click. Boom, boom, boom. So that's pretty cool. But you have to understand what you're doing, because if you look at that tool and then you compare it to Seller Central, you'll see the data will never match. Okay? Never, because all you see in Seller Central is silicone spatula or, automatic campaign. But what really happens in Samurai, and if you download a search report, you'll see all these different things and how they're all performing, and it's going to be all super cool. And this one's horrible, this one's horrible, this one's pretty good, this one's pretty good, whatever. Now, if you do this negative match, boom, this keyword, this section, you can put the negative match in the ad group, so it has everything that's in here. That whole ad group will never put an ad for silicone spatula. This whole ad group will never show an ad for best silicone spatula. And by the way, exact match works the same way. It also does plural. So you also will not show up for best silicone spatulas. Okay, the targeting is the same type where it's that and the plural version. If we move over to the next one, same thing. You change your exact match towards heat resistant spatula and red silicone spatula. It'll actually show everything that's there, but it will not show for here or for here. Now, your data in Seller Central will look exactly the same. It's going to show silicone spatula, and it's going to give you the stats. Boom, 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 metrics. This is silicone spatula. This is how you performed. This was, best silicone spatula. This is how you performed, if you had that. But right here, if this was our entire campaign, just has that one keyword, it'll just show the one keyword and the stats for that one. Then you have to download reports or look into a software to find the performance of these, negative match them. Boom, you just saved a bunch of money. And then you have to also be careful, because if you have this silicone spatula, and for example, for some reason, you made a mistake and did a negative phrase match includes anything before and anything after. And if you negative phrase something like spatula, you'll get rid of all the search terms. You won't be able on anything, because anything with silicone spatula in it also includes spatula. This is phrase match, not exact. So if it was exact, it would only stop spatula and spatulas. But because it's phrase, it stops anything that has spatula anywhere in the thing. So this is spatula for kids. Boom, this match is negative, so it won't show up, won't show up, won't show up, won't show up, won't show up. So that's the basics of negative matching. What negative matching is good for is when you have a keyword that you're using to find new searches, new search terms. That's going to be auto, it's going to be phrase, that's going to be broad. All those things, the purpose of them is to find new keywords. That's the only reason you need phrase, the only reason you need broad, the only reason you need auto. But the problem is, if they're giving you too much stuff, you don't want to just adjust your bid, because if you adjust your bid, all you're going to get is you lower all the 300 different searches it's showing up for. It's going to reduce all of them. But if you find one or two or three that are really draining a lot of money, then what you do the negative match, boom, boom, boom. Those don't show up. You can keep your higher bid, keep finding new stuff, keep making good sales on that. So there you go. I hope that clarifies the difference between a keyword, which you can see in Seller Central, and the search terms, which you will not be able to see in Seller Central. And then your negative match, okay, that is on the search term level. Those keywords, get rid of search terms. Thank you very much. This is Aaron Cordovez with Samurai Seller.